This is the best, cheapest and especially simplest DIY knife sharpening system I have ever worked with. It is easy and super quick to self-make. The materials cost about 10 euros, dollars or Swiss francs, and you get a fantastic diamond sharpener, which is simple to use, accurate and efficient. The only machine you need to make the sharpening system is a drilling machine with a 6mm drill. That's all. Hello YouTube! Welcome to another video about the Victorinox Venture collection. In the last video I showed you some sharpening in the field solutions that you can integrate directly on the basic version of the Venture. Today I will talk about the sharpening system on the Venture Pro. I will show you how I use it, I will give you some tips and tricks, and I will explain you a fantastic modification option. Finally, I will show you a super simple and cheap DIY diamond knife sharpening system with which you can sharpen your Venture or all other knives with a Scandi, hollow or flat grind. But now let's start with the introduction to the Venture Pro sharpening system. If you own a Venture Pro knife with the carrying system and the toolkit, you can use the included corrundum sharpening rods to grinding your knife. So if you have the possibility to water them first, please do that for some minutes. I have the feeling that they work better if they are wet than dry. So these are corundum rods, and the corundum particles has a hardness between 85 and 90 Rockwells, and this blade has a hardness about 59 Rockwells, so the hardness gap is big enough that you can sharpen the blade with these corundum sticks. These two bracket holes are made to hold these stones in the perfect angle, like this. And basically you can start to grind your knife now. But they are a little bit wobbly, especially if you carry the toolkit under the carrying system and if your underground is not 100% stable. So I like to stabilize these rods a little bit, and you can do that with the sheet. So take the sheet like this, go through under this bridge, and now lift the tip as much as possible and push the sheet carefully until they are jammed. And now they can't move anymore. And like this, you can sharpen your knife just perfect. And start always very close to the ricasso and pull the knife through until the tip, like this. Please don't push the sheet too much if you want to jam the rods, because otherwise you spread them and then you have the wrong angle. If the rods are dirty here and here on the inside, it can be that the pores are clogged with grinding dust. To clean them, take a rubber like this, and I like to use the blue side. And now you can open the pores again. And you will see you will have a better grinding performance than before. And yes, to sharpen a 59 Rockwell knife with corrundum rods, that works, but it needs a little bit time and takes a little bit patience. So my tip is, never let the knife become completely dull. Like this, you never have to remove a lot of material. If you are not happy with the performance of these corrundum rods, if you don't have time, if you don't have patience, I show you now a modification how you can increase the sharpening performance of this system. The idea for my modification I got as I found these diamond grinding rods in the internet. I found them on different shopping platforms like AliExpress or Temu. These rods are 170 mm long and 6 mm in diameter. I guess they are intended to sharpen as a rated edge or a hook knife. They are available in different grit sizes from 80 grit up to 3000 grit. I ordered two 600 grit rods and two 2000 grit rods. In my case, for all four rods together, I paid about $10 including the shipping cost. The big challenge of this modification is to build two wooden basis parts with a 6 mm hole in the center with the cross-section shape from these sharpening rods. And to do that, I take this 14 mm beech wood rod as raw material, because this radius is about 7 mm. On this drawing you can see the approximate dimensions for the basis parts. I recommend make two of them, insert the diamond rods and compare the sharpening angle you get with a cardboard template with the perfect grinding angle. Then adjust the basis parts that you get the perfect angle. So now I would say, stop talking and let's do it. I make them 3 centimeters long. If you cut away the threads on both ends of the diamond rod, you can even store these diamond rods in the toolkit next to the flat drill. And this has the advantage that you can use these diamond rods for sharpening your knife in the field. The disadvantage is it needs a bit talent and manual work to make these basis parts. And that's why I show you now a much simpler way how you can use these diamond rods. For that you need nothing else than a piece of wood like this and a drilling machine. If you don't have a drilling machine where you can swivel the table, I'll show you after how it works with a normal hand drill. The Venture knife out of the box has a cutting angle about 32.5 degrees, plus minus a certain tolerance. So that's why we have to swivel the table from the drilling machine about 16.25 degrees. And we make this as accurate as possible. And all you have to do now is to make 2 holes like this and like this in your piece of wood. And then you can put in the diamond rods and you have the exact angle you want. So if you have a knife with 40 degrees, you have to swivel the table about 20 degrees. Make first time 20 degrees, second time 20 degrees, makes 40 degrees, and put it in. And like this you can adjust the angle of the diamond rods perfect to your knife. That's super easy. As I already told you, these diamond rods has grit steps from 80 grit to 3000 grit. So you can choose the grit you need for your desired result. If you don't have a drilling machine where you can swivel the table, you can do it also with a normal hand drill. For that, you need a template with the angle you need and the 6mm drill. So all I can say is, take your template and align the drill as accurate as possible. Make the hole. Check it with the template. And if you are not happy, make a new hole. That's it. So my friends, hey, believe it or not, I really like this sharpening system. I like the simplicity, I like the accuracy, I like the price, I like that you can change different grits. This is my favorite way to sharpen my Venture, believe it. This is my favorite way. In this version, it's not really a sharpening in the field solution, but like this you can sharpen your knife perfect at home. So my friends, I hope this was an interesting video for you. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you next Friday. Ciao!